Hi salespeople, it's Jeff Williams, President of Absolute Results. I'm excited to share with you a principle and an attitude that will help you make more appointments and sell more cars at this week's private sale and every single day. The attitude I'm going to talk about is the power of being all in. I was reminded of this about 5 a.m. yesterday morning when I woke up and saw a quote that my good friend Trevor sent me, so I'm sharing it with you today. It was from Elon Musk of Tesla. He says, the proceeds from my PayPal acquisition were $180 million. I put $100 million into SpaceX, $70 into Tesla, $10 million in Solar City, and I had to borrow money for rent. So what does that tell you? It tells you he's all in. When you're all in, you have no choice but to succeed. Reminds me of one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm going to read from you a little story from this book. A long while ago, a great warrior faced a situation which made it necessary for him to make a decision to ensure his success on the battle. He was about to send his armies against a powerful foe whose men way outnumbered his. He loaded his soldiers into boats, sailed to the enemy's country, unloaded the soldiers on the shore, and then they gave the order to burn the ships. They had no choice. They had to be successful. So I immediately sent an email to my trainers and said, give me examples of salespeople that are all in. And I've got several to share with you. The first story comes from trainer Jack Little, who was in the UK at Forward Autos just outside of Liverpool. Now in this little store with this one-car showroom is a family-run business for 50 years, and Kevin and two others are selling cars there, and they had their first private sale. Kevin bought in, his people followed him, and oh my goodness, with the help of Jack Little, they sold almost 1 month's volume in just one day, 28 cars. And Kevin took the lead, he made appointments, he sold the cars, he even did the business office F&I and the deliveries. Now that's being all in. The next example is Jeremie in Metz, France. He worked with Yvan Fournier, our private sale trainer. It was Jeremie's first private sale. He made 20 appointments, and Jeremie, you sold 5 cars. Congratulations. You learned the power of appointments. Appointments sell cars. The next example is Jordan at Columbia Chrysler. Now Jordan, he's a private sale veteran. But our trainer Ken McLean shared with me that every private sale, Jordan is there working the phones, so he never has to be on the floor at the front door because he always has customers. And Ken can count on Jordan to make enough appointments to have 4 or 5 car deals every single private sale. Way to go, Jordan. The next example is Syed at Downsview Chrysler in Toronto. Our trainer Mike White shared with me how every private sale, as soon as he walks in the door, Syed walks up to him and said, here's my hot list. Here's customers that I've been working that I haven't closed yet. Will you work them with me? And sure enough, Syed had a hat trick and sold 3 cars because he was all in. The next example I have is Han. Han's here at West Point Jeep in Brisbane, Australia. Now Han is brand new in the car business. And what impressed our trainer Mark Allen so much about Han is even during sale day, every minute he wasn't with a customer, he was making phone calls. And Han, brand new to the business, sold 6 cars on private sale day. Congratulations. One more example for you is Troy at Uber Socks. Uber Socks is a store in small-town Barnville, Wisconsin. 1,258 people in Barnville. And they do monthly private sales. And the last private sale, Troy came up to Tim, our trainer, and said, Tim, I have to sell 5 cars this event. Well, Troy, you worked it and you sold 7. You exceeded your goal. Look what happens when you're all in. So at this week's private sale, my friends, be all in. Burn your bridges, decide to have your best event ever, and then work it bell to bell, 72 hours, and you're going to win and have your best private sale. Happy selling.